A man disappeared in 1970 and was never heard from again. John Everett Booth's remains were found, though, near Utah Lake, and authorities put out a plea to help find his family.
Yes, as a result, he is no longer missing. Each missing person has a family, and for them, the search continues. ABC4's Marcus Ortiz joining us in studio with tonight's Missing in Utah.
Well, it turns out that John Everett Booth was a loner, never married, never had a family. He even abandoned his own siblings who tried finding him. Now, after nearly 50 years, they know where he ended up.
We confirmed that it was, in fact, human remains. There was a skull and other bones that looked consistent with human bones.
During that October discovery, authorities find several pieces of identification possibly belonging to John Everett Booth. He may be around 70 years old, according to a spokesperson for the Utah County Sheriff's Office.
One thing that was clear from the very beginning was that they had been there for an extended period of time. The condition of the remains was completely skeletal.
The remains are found in a swampy area of Utah County near the Geneva Road near Orem. Over the next few months, investigators attempt to learn more of John Everett Booth, including where his family may be. But there's very little known of Booth. In 1991, he lives at an apartment in Provo. There's evidence he's been a patient at a mental health facility, but little else. Authorities learn he's possibly from Iowa in this 2007 obituary of his father. Booth's name is in the obituary, lists Provo as his home. There is a James Everett Booth who's arrested in Waterloo, Iowa in 1969. The address is the same as his mother, who dies in Waterloo. The information shows a brother and his family, which leads to a nephew in California. He tells ABC4 he's surprised to learn of John Everett Booth. He says no one in our family has seen him from about 1970. One day he packed up and left, and no one heard from him. He says his grandfather learns from a private investigator that Booth lives in a homeless shelter in Ogden. The nephew says Booth never responds to letters written by his own brother. It appears he wants to be left alone. He says he's got some mental difficulties that caused him not to trust people, and he just went away. We don't know. It's not really shocking. We all figured he was dead already. For some reason, we never heard from him. Now, authorities in Utah County want to make sure that this is indeed John Everett Booth. The remains have been sent out to the state for DNA analysis. For Missing in Utah, Marcus Ortiz, ABC4 News. Glenn?
Thank you.